Yeah. Welcome back to Broken Bobby's transformation page. In the late 80s, I became involved with drugs and would eventually become part of that lifestyle of trafficking, addiction, and violence. Over the next 20 years, I would be in and out of jail and prison. If you're thinking about trying something or you're dealing with addiction, your life don't need to go down the same path mine did. I hurt a lot of people, both physically and emotionally. These are my stories of how I transformed my life, and you can too. Let's get into today's story. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the thumbnail, this is a 3-on-1 discipline after fighting Riverside County Jail that I was involved in. And, my voice is still a little scratchy, so please excuse me on that. I'm still getting over the sickness that I've had recently. I'm feeling better though, so we're getting there slowly but surely. This one takes place in Robert Presley Detention Center in downtown Riverside, right off of the 215. If you're from the area, I'm sure you've seen it over to the right if you're heading southbound. I don't remember what floor I was on, but it was cell living. I remember getting on an elevator and they tell you, step all the way to the back and face the back wall. You and the other inmates that are being taken up to that floor. And, I ended up in a cell up there. So before I go any further, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash that like button, drop a comment and tell me what you think. Also, don't forget to share the video. It really helps us to grow. We're at like 930 subs right now. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. We're really growing and I really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video or go live, you will be informed. And don't forget to check out the memberships. You can join the channel if you want to. Check it out and see if it's something that interests you. So I'm recording this late at night. Easter just passed, and had a great day with the family. It was a great time, and I was playing dominoes with and we were playing cards with my daughters and my wife, and it made me think of this one. So yeah, I forget what floor I'm on, but basically it's cell living, and they let us out for some day room. I don't think it was the first day room. To be honest with you, a lot of the stuff from Riverside County is really foggy in my mind, but I'll give you the details the best I remember. And there's some details I definitely remember. So they let us out for, I believe it was evening day room after dinner had come already, before count. And I'm playing chess with another wood, and we're betting a soup on it, basically. And to be honest with you, I didn't even have a soup to cover it, but I had seen him play and I knew I could take him. So, I know that that's not something you should be doing because you can get yourself in a lot of trouble when it comes to betting and not being able to cover it. But like I said, I had seen him play, and, I wasn't the best chess player, but I was pretty good at that time. I haven't really played much lately, but, at that time, that was a kind of a hustle of mine, was playing chess and scoping people out and seeing, how their game was and whether I could take them or not. And I knew I could take this guy. So we're playing chess. And when I'm, at that time, and even now, when, we were playing some games earlier, I can be real antagonizing when I'm playing a game, when I'm being competitive. And I will, do things like comment on their move, like, oh, wow, you did that type of thing, to make them second guess what they're doing. And I was doing that in full force on this day. So he would make a move. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, you did that. That's right, homeboy. And he was slowly but surely getting angry with me, pissed. And, I could see it. And, I probably should have eased up a little bit. But, the thing is, Honestly, at this time, I really didn't care. So I'm antagonizing this guy, and he shoves the whole chessboard like right into my chest. And I'm like, oh, it's fucking on now, buddy. So, excuse me. So I spring up, off the table, and I'm like, what's up? Now, something I'll say is normally in these types of situations, what you want to do is you want to take it into a cell so that, you can run your little heads up and nobody gets in trouble. But because he disrespected me like this in front of the whole day room, basically, other races, my own people, all that, it was on right away. So I jump up, he jumps up, and I'm backing him up. I'm I'm backing him up, and he tripped over something. Maybe it was another table. I'm not sure, but like I was already in that zone. Like I'm gonna wreck this fool, right? So I'm on him. He's on the ground. I'm on him. I'm dropping them bombs on him. I'm giving him the feet, damn near hitting him with a people's elbow, but thing. And so I could hear some of the other woods saying, "That's enough, homeboy. That's enough." It wasn't enough. You know what I mean? Because like he disrespected me. So now I'm not trying to take his wind. Don't I don't want to get that confused, but like I'm putting on a demo basically at this point, and I'm hitting him with the lefts and the rights and the feet, and like I'm coming at him, and they're telling me that's enough, homeboy, that's enough, and I'm like, it's not enough, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm in the zone. So eventually, after probably 30, 45 seconds of this, like I'm just busting this fool up, right? And the deputies come in and they're yelling, everybody get on the ground, get on the ground. Well, the guy I was fighting was already on the ground, so he was in compliance, but I wasn't. And I'm not saying this to say I'm some sort of tough guy or something, but I had his number on this one. I'm like I said, I'm just letting him have it. And they come over, and I don't remember if they hit me with the pepper spray or what they did, but they basically got me off of him, got me cuffed up, and they moved me to a different floor. Now, I don't remember, like I said, Riverside County's kind of foggy in my brain, but they moved me to another floor. I'm assuming this was the hole, but I don't know. So, I get up there, and it's cell living also, but this is like a smaller cell block. Like I said, I'm assuming it's the hole, but honestly, I really don't remember. And I get up there, and I tell them what had happened over there, and somebody shot a kite. Basically, I guess the guy that had the keys for the last place I was at didn't appreciate my antics. He felt that I instigated the fight, and I basically shouldn't have got on him after he tripped. But like I said, I was in the zone on that one, and he disrespected me in front of the whole dorm, and I was on him, and I got the best of him on that one. So yeah, they sent the kite over, and the first day room that we got, uh, one of the woods that I don't know if he was the key holder in that location or not, but he told me I had a discipline coming. But he said, you got an issue coming, homeboy. And basically the way it works, and I always thought this was weird as hell, but drop a comment and tell me what you think. Not that it was weird as hell that I had a discipline coming, because I probably did too much on that one, but the way they handled the disciplines there. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. So he told me basically, you're going to go back there to the showers, and one of two things is going to happen. Either we're going to put two guys on you, and basically you just protect your face, and they're going to hit you with body shots for 23 seconds. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm not just going to stand there and let people beat on me. You know what I mean? Like, so what's the other option, homeboy? And he said, we're going to put 3 on you and you can fight back. And I said, okay, cool. Say less. Let's do that. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to stand there and just let these guys beat on me and not return fire. Like, I'm not the toughest guy. Never claimed to be. You know what I mean? But, you start beating on me, I'm going to do my best to beat back on you. Win, lose, or draw, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give it my all, right? So I go back there, and 3 guys come back there. 2 guys about my size, and 1 guy a little bit smaller. And, they say, okay, get it, So, like, I fire on 1. I get a little bit of money out of the deal, you know what I mean? But honestly, 3 on 1 is just too much for anybody, in my opinion, unless you're The Rock and you're fighting 3 small people, it's overwhelming odds. And, going for, they said it was for 23 seconds. It felt a lot longer. It felt like a couple minutes, honestly. And, they got on me, hit me with the lefts and the rights. And, like, honestly, the victory I claim from that is they couldn't get me off my feet. Like, in my mind, I was like, don't stay on your feet, stay on your feet. And, like, I was coming back with mine, but there were just too many fists coming my way. And I ended up with a little bust in my lip and a bit of a shiner from that one. But, that's just what it is sometimes, Sometimes when you win a fight, you end up losing in the end, And honestly, like, my body was sore for about a week. And a couple days later, they actually sent me out to Banning, which, that's why I say I don't know if that was the hole or not, because I don't think they would have sent me to Banning if I were, in the hole. But I think maybe they just had relocated me, and, I ended up taking my discipline on that one. And, I mean, the thing about discipline when you're locked up is they're going to send enough firepower to get the job done, period. And, I took my lumps. Like I said, man, my body was hurting for a while after that one. For a good week, I was in pain, looking a little rough, but, I basically, my name remained good, and, that's what it was. So, I guess the moral of the story on this one is, if we don't do things to put ourselves in jail, then we won't have to worry about being in these situations. And, sometimes, we want to get that fast money, or we're dealing with addiction, and, we have the attitude that, we'll cross the bridge when we come to it. But, it don't have to be that way. If you're dealing with addiction, reach out and get some help. There's meetings and stuff like that that can assist you with, straightening out your life. So, like I always say, it's all about making good decisions and not compounding the bad ones. It's easy to take the easy route in life, but sometimes the easy route in life lands you in situations like this. And, I wonder how much further ahead in life I will be had I not went down that road with addiction and, dealing illegal substances and stuff like that. So that's the video for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a comment and tell me what you think. Would you have just covered up and let 2 guys get on you? Or would you have done the same thing that I did? I think, in my mind, it's just tough to say that I'm going to stand there and let some guys beat on me. Like I said, I'm not a tough guy. And, in the streets, when I was dealing, it was real easy to get other people to handle situations that I didn't necessarily want to handle. But I will tell you this. When you get incarcerated, ain't nobody going to handle your situations for you. You got to handle your own. You got to command your own respect. And, Nobody's going to do it for you, like I said, and don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing.